Welcome back to the channel. Today the old farmhouse is getting an upgraded refrigerator. The old one is 15 years old and works fine, but the plastic parts inside are breaking and it's time for an upgrade. The old fridge will have a good life in the garage from now on. This video will take you through the process of removing the old fridge and installing the new one, which has the addition of a water line for an ice maker and cold water dispenser. There is an existing copper water line from the previous owner, but we never used it, so I am investigating the type of connection on the end, which is so corroded that I can't recognize the style. Going down in the basement, I was able to trace the water line back to the valve that is tapped into the existing line. Here is the first look after pulling the old refrigerator out, after it has been in that spot continuously for 15 years. It was nice to find a kitchen spoon and even old mail that somehow made its way back there. We burn firewood, have a pet, and live out in the country, which all attribute to an unbelievable amount of dust. I am truly amazed at how bad it was. Even the walls were dirty. It was so bad, I used the mop to get the walls clean enough to use the rag after that. I have never seen anything like it before. Even the back of the refrigerator was filthy and I used the broom to clean the dust off. Now it is time to get down to work sweeping the large amounts of debris. Then some extensive mopping to get everything back to normal. The mop worked surprisingly well on the walls. Whenever I'm doing stuff like this, it always reminds me that this house was built in 1900 and had no water and no electricity at that time. Obviously the house has been updated with electrical, but it appears when they added water, they had added a heated front porch as an addition and had all of the water there for the downstairs and upstairs bathrooms. The kitchen is against the wall of the addition and the water lines all run from the porch to the area of the basement. I found it interesting that the floors of the house are not hardwood. I knew this from how easy it is to make marks and gouges on them. There are even spots where the dog's toenails have left grooves on the floors. I think the wood floors look great, but I am disappointed they are not hardwood. I have been told the floors are made from fir trees. Either way, I like the way they look and will have to just make plans to refinish them at some point. Now that we have behind the fridge cleaned, with the help of my family, we transferred the contents of the old fridge and moved it to the new fridge. We found a lot of buried items that we were not able to identify, so it was well past due for a good cleaning anyway. The new refrigerator is a little wider than the old one, so I have to slide everything to the side to make room. Getting the new fridge into position, we are able to work on getting the water line connected. First was to check that the water valve worked and that we had water flowing. Now to get a new line attached to give extra length for maneuvering the fridge in and out of its location. We are unboxing the kit that came with everything you need for a new install. We won't need all of these items since there is an existing water line that we will tap into. We went to our local farm store and got the only kit they had, so I guess we will do what is needed to make it work. Here I am cutting the old fitting off the existing water line. After I had it off, I could see it was the normal 1/4-inch compression fitting. I then added the union to connect the old copper line to the new plastic water line. I am a little leery to use plastic as I'm afraid of getting a leak, but I guess time will tell if it works as good as the trusty old copper pipes. Here you can see the order of operations. Adding the nut first, then the ferrule, then the inner sleeve. I then insert this into the water port of the refrigerator and thread on the nut, making certain to get it good and tight so it doesn't leak. It was interesting to purge the water from the fridge as it first came out dark, but it cleared up quickly. By the time all the air was out of the system, it was plenty clean. I like to see the manufacturer had a large coil of water line in the fridge. I would assume this would be the volume of water needed to fill your glass, and it would ensure you get cold water from the tap, I thought it was a smart way of doing it by just running the line right through the fridge where it's already cold, and that will make your water cold for you. Now I am pushing the fridge to its final location and checking that the plastic line doesn't get pinched or kinked. Here is what the refrigerator looks like now in its final place. And here is what it looked like before we got the project started. If you like the video that you've seen here, please hit the like button and subscribe for updates on new videos. It really helps the channel out.